We are getting a better idea of just how bad things are in Haiti following Tuesday's earthquake. The Red Cross estimates up to 50,000 dead. Thousands more may be trapped under rubble. 3 million people are in need of help. Correspondent Steve Harrigan is live in Port-au-Prince tonight with an update on conditions in that ravaged city. Good evening, Steve.
Brett, recovery operations are underway across Port-au-Prince. Where gasoline is available, they're using backhoes and bulldozers. Where it's not, they are operating by hand. It's mainly Haitians saving Haitians. And as far as the wounded or the hungry, no sign of much aid getting to them yet. Here's what we saw throughout the day.
They're looking for people because they think that there's still people alive inside the building who are trapped inside.
Most people here either have masks on or are pulling their shirts up above their heads. That's because there are a lot of dead bodies on, really visible. If you just walk down this sidewalk, there's one right about 10 yards from me covered with a sheet, and it's a pretty fierce smell. That one woman in the center probably has the worst story of all. She lost 4 of her children in the initial earthquake, and then the 5th one died in the hospital. So every now and then, periodically, she will get up and start to scream, and the 2 men will hold her back down on that mattress. It's really, almost someone who's been pushed to insanity by the pain here. So the closest thing we can get to a hospital is really what we're seeing right here. People lined up hoping for medical aid from foreign aid workers, and really you have a woman down here with her child in a blood-stained sheet just wrapped up to keep the flies off. When you hear, cliches about the aid is pouring in, you really have to judge for yourself. There's wounded and there's sick and there's dying here on the concrete. There's certainly no sense in this main hospital area of any aid pouring in at the moment. Communication lines are down, electricity is down, cell phones are down, so it's really word of mouth and rumor really that's causing some problems. This is really a picture of a Stone Age right here. People are starting to get angry. They want help. Haiti has known lawlessness on the streets in the past. It hasn't happened yet. We haven't heard gunfire. We haven't seen looting. For the first time in Port-au-Prince, we are seeing looting. If you take a look behind me, you can see those people. They are not looking for loved ones. They're not looking for to pull out dead bodies. They're looking for items. Now, the definition, obviously someone upset about what I'm saying. Tempers certainly here are flaring as the heat goes on, and many people without anything.
Tempers are getting tougher out there on the streets, especially as the heat soared throughout the day. One thing we did not see was really any security presence. I haven't seen anyone in a uniform yet, no police at all. So not only is it Haitians saving Haitians right now, it's also Haitians policing Haitians. And in a nation with a short-term history of violence on the streets and this desperate situation, you've got to wonder how long that can last. Brett?
Steve Harrigan live in Port-au-Prince. Steve, thank you. Amazing reporting. We will check in with Bill Hemmer live in Port-au-Prince at the bottom of the hour. Tons of water, food, medicine, and supplies have already arrived in Haiti, and much more is on the way. Correspondent James Rosen looks at the massive relief effort led by the U.S. This report contains images that might be disturbing.
To the people of Haiti, we say clearly and with conviction, you will not be forsaken, you will not be forgotten. In this, your hour of greatest need, America stands with you. Our military has secured the airport and prepared it to receive the heavy equipment and resources that are on the way. An airlift has been set up to deliver high-priority items like water and medicine.
From across the developed world, men and women, money and medicine, ships and supplies all streamed into Haiti following Tuesday's biblical-scale earthquake. With 1,500 corpses stacked outside the makeshift morgue at Port-au-Prince's General Hospital, Red Cross workers placed the overall death toll at 45 to 50,000, the injured and homeless at 3 million.
We have not yet found all those people buried under their houses. We will need a lot of medications and a lot of help.
From the Obama administration, which labeled the quake a top priority national security issue, a pledge of $100 million, along with the swift dispatch of 3,200 Marines and soldiers from the Army's 82nd Airborne Division, and half a dozen warships, including the aircraft carrier USS Carl Vinson and the hospital ship USNS Comfort. The problems they will confront in Haiti, already the Western Hemisphere's poorest nation, are fantastically complex, if only because they are so many and so basic.
The government's been destroyed. They have no communication system. The president did get out alive, but most of his government is unaccounted for. There was a very large mission from the United Nations, about 7,000 peacekeeping troops. Their commander was out of Haiti. The United States got him back, so he's now back in charge. They're providing law and order.
An Irish telecom, Digicel, is working to repair Haiti's phone system. Israel is opening a field hospital. The Red Cross, its in-country supplies already exhausted, was hoping to airlift by day's end another 40 tons of medical and surgical supplies, including 100 stretchers and 3,000 body bags. The World Bank and IMF pledged grants of $100 million. Canada's pledged up to $50 million. Britain and Australia $10 million each. India and China $1 million each. But it was already clear the Haitian people are suffering in ways that money or medicine will never fix.
I am a survivor, and there are lots of dead everywhere. I would like to say to the people around the world that all of us in Haiti are victims.
White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs emphasized today that the Haitian government, not the United States, is running Haiti. And the White House confirmed also that in response to a request from President Obama, his two immediate predecessors, Bill Clinton and George W. Bush, will mount a relief effort similar to the one that Mr. Clinton and George Herbert Walker Bush undertook after the 2004 tsunami. Brett.
And just to clarify, James, India and China $1 million each?
Yeah, in contrast with, say, Japan and Norway, $5 million each. But that's not the only thing they're doing, but that is the money they're giving.
Wow. James, thank you. The State Department says one of its own people is the first confirmed American fatality in Haiti. Victoria DeLong was a cultural affairs officer. She was killed in the collapse of her home. She had worked for the State Department since 1983.